Namaskara. Welcome to SumanTV Kannada. We have Pandith Dinesh Guruji with us. 19th of March is considered as the Hindu New Year. All the Rashis, they have a change. And those changes are significant every year. And to know about it, there's no better person to explain about it than Guruji. Guruji, welcome once again. And Namaste. I would want you to give the details of how every Rashi is going to behave and benefit through your knowledge. Before you.
ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః హరి ఓం జ్ఞానానందమయం దేవం నిర్మలస్ఫటికాకృతిం ఆధారాం సర్వ విద్యానాం హయగ్రీవ ఉపాస్మహే ఓం నమో భగవతే వాసుదేవాయ ఓం నమో నారాయణాయ నమస్తే. So let us start with Mesha Lagna and Mesha Rashi. The ascendant, Mesha ascendant or the Mesha Lagna which we call, and or the Mesha Rashi. Here the Lagnadipati is sitting in the 11th house. Mesha Rashi people will earn a lot this year. In whatever area they put their foot front, they'll earn a lot. Mars is very powerful. I suggest a remedy. If they wear a red color thread to the right hand, they'll prosper this year based on the mundane astrology. And coming to the education also, it will be wonderful because the fourth lord, moon is sitting in the 12th house. So those people who are interested to go abroad and study, there is a very fruitful combination. And the ninth lord, especially the ninth lord, which is the Jupiter sitting in the third house, giving more effort. So good education is definitely seen here. Coming to the job front, the sixth lord shows about the job. The sixth lord sitting in the 11th house, which is Mercury, is giving new job prosperity to the Mesha Lagna people or Mesha Rashi people. Lot of money inflow is seen. On the business front, Venus, the lord of 7th house, is sitting in the 12th house. There is a problem for the business people. On the investment front, they should be lesser investment they have to do, and they should be careful for the money what they give outside. And the most important thing, going into new venture is not suggested for Mesha people, Mesha Rashi or Mesha Lagna people. And coming to the marriage will have a setback because the Venus lord sitting in the 12th house will have a issue in terms of the couple ending with a divorce or ending with a fight or having some kind of a disturbance between them. And coming to the health, the fifth lord shows health. The fifth lord sitting in the 12th house, there is a health issue, especially on the heat related, acidity related, headache related to all the Mesha Lagna or the Mesha Rashi people. And coming to the finance inflow is definitely there because of the 11th house of Mars. But the second house sitting in the 12th house, which is Venus, and the sixth lord again sitting in the 10th house or 11th house will definitely give inflow of money. There is also expenditure which goes out. So I'll give a very good suggestion, which I already said. Wear a red color thread 3 rounds to your wrist on a Tuesday to ensure good inflow of money, health, wellness is being done. So all the best for Mesha Rashi and Mesha Lagna people.
Wonderful. We'll go to the Vrishabha Rashi and Vrishabha Lagna. Vrishabha Lagna and Vrishabha Rashi, the Lagnadipati or the Rashyadipati is sitting in the 11th house, which is Venus, and there is a new vehicle which you are buying. It might be a 2-wheeler or a 4-wheeler, or you will enjoy driving and traveling this year. Coming to the education front, the fourth lord sitting in the 11th house will give you more educational pursuit and good result in education. And coming to the job, where we see the sixth lord again, which is the Venus only sitting in the 11th house, good prospect in job is seen. New company joining, new increment, new promotion is foreseen here. Coming to the business, the 7th lord sitting in the 10th house, there is name and fame for the business people. There is increase in income, and new people who are going to start business will definitely have a better edge compared to the Mesha Lagna people. And coming to the health, sixth house shows health, and the fifth house it's immunity. The fifth lord, Mercury sitting in the 10th house, will have little bit of a nervous disability, will have little bit of a weakness or some kind of a immunity issue. What I suggest is here, if you wear a green color thread, right hand green color thread, all the problem in terms of the health will come down. On the money front, you have to wear a silk thread to the right hand on a Friday, or for the health purpose, you have to wear a green color thread on Wednesday. And coming to the overall wealth and money, second lord sitting in the 10th house, good inflow of money is there, business improvement is there, job improvement is there, and there is also an indication of buying a vehicle and a property is also indicated here very strongly. I can say this New Year, Hindu New Year, will be very good for Rishabha Lagna or Rishabha Rashi people. We'll go to the next Rashi, which is Mithuna Rashi. Mithuna Rashi, the Lagnadipati or the Rashyadipati is sitting in the 9th house, which is Mercury, and Jupiter is aspecting it. The 7th lord and 10th lord sitting in the Lagna or the Rashi, Jupiter will bring this Rashi people into spirituality. The inclination towards spirituality is very high for this particular year. And on the education front, 4th lord sitting in the 9th house, people will excel in higher studies. People who want to do higher studies, their PGs or their PhDs or the doctorates, definitely they will excel. And coming to the job front, the 6th lord Mars is sitting in the 9th house of change. There is a very strong change for people who are in the service industry. The Rashyadipati, the Mercury, which is Mithuna, the 9th house, the 6th lord sitting in the Kumbha, will have a complete change of place, change of new environment, and there is a strong changes in the career. Coming to the 7th house, which is for business, the 7th lord sitting in the Rashi itself will give good insight about doing business. More profit is being seen, more inflow of funds is seen. Coming to the marriage, there is a strong indication of marriage this particular year who are waiting for a long period. Jupiter is sitting in the Rashi and the 7th lord sitting in the Rashi will ensure marriage talks will happen and the marriage will be definitely happening if the willpower is strong. And coming to the health sector, the 6th house lord sitting in the 9th house, health will be very good. But 8th lord sitting in the 10th house, chronic disease which is prevailing like BP or sugar or diabetic kind of thing, they will have little bit of relief. And this is about the health. Overall, financial sector will be very good because the 2nd lord moon is sitting in the 10th house, the 6th lord sitting in the 9th house of change, there is a change of career, and the 11th lord, which is Mars, again sitting in the 9th house, there is change in the way the finances flow. So coming to the Mithuna Rashi and Mithuna Lagna, what is the remedy you can do? You can wear a white color thread to your right hand on a Monday. You can select 3 rounds or 5 rounds. On a Monday morning, you can wear a white thread. This is the solution for Mithuna Rashi or Mithuna Lagna. Let us come to the next Rashi, which is Karkataka Rashi. Karkataka Rashi or Karkataka Lagna, the Lord is sitting in the 9th house of change. This entire year, there will be change of place, change of career, change of mindset, and it will not be stable. Stability is a biggest challenge for Karkataka Rashi people. And coming to the education front, the education sitting in the 9th house of Venus, Venus is not good for education in terms of the planet. But people who are in arts, people who are in the design segment, people who are in the architecture segment will prosper a lot. Other areas, they suffer.
Coming to the job front, the sixth lord sitting in the 12th house, there is a problem at the job end. Because the sixth lord Jupiter sitting in the 12th house, there is some setback in terms of the people who are in job. So cautious should be taken, and talking with the boss should be avoided negatively, and be careful with your colleagues also, because there is a problem in terms of job where the company might sack you or ask you to leave. Sixth lord sitting in the 12th house. Coming to the business front, the seventh lord sitting in the 9th house will give a change if already people are having a business with them. The Karkataka Rashi or the Karkataka Lagna, if you already have a business, the seventh lord sitting in the 9th house shows some addition of a new product or a change in the business strategy or change in the business industry which you look at. That will become prosperous also. Coming to the marriage front, those who are not married, marriage will be fruitful but through elders only. The approval will be through the elders. Even if you are having a love marriage or an arranged marriage, elders will ensure the marriage will be happening through them only. Coming to the health segment, the sixth lord Jupiter is sitting in the 12th house. Health will take a back seat. So there might be a little bit of a obesity issue, blockage to the heart, some kind of a fat accumulation, which will lead to jaundice, which will lead to liver cirrhosis, or which will lead to fatty liver. So there is a problem in terms of health which has to be taken care. So coming to the final finances, how we have the second lord, which is the sun sitting in a 9th house, money will be spent more. The sixth lord sitting in the 12th house, there will be problem from the job front. Business is okay. And coming to the 11th house, the 11th house sitting in the 9th house, again there is a problem on spending pattern where more spending is happening. What I suggest here the strongest planet is Saturn. You can wear a black color thread on a Saturday, which is the 7th house, for health and wealth. So you can wear 2 or 3 rounds to your right hand wrist on a Saturday to nullify the negative energies of Karkataka Rashi and Karkataka Lagna born. We'll go to the next Lagna and Rashi, which is Simha Lagna or Simha Rashi. Simha Lagna and Simha Rashi will have a very problematic time, because the Lagna Adhipati is sitting in the 8th house and there is a strong indication of accident. There is a strong indication of a problem from the government officials or the government authority. There is a very strong indication of somebody conspiring on you. There is a very strong indication of defaming you, especially the Meena Rashi. The sun is posited, which is the 8th house from the Simha Lagna or Simha Rashi. Very, very careful you have to be, and you have to be in a very submissive way. You have to accept it. It is as per your fate. And coming to the education, which is the 4th house, Mars sitting in the 7th house. Good education is being seen for the people who are at the +2 level. And coming to the job level, the 6th lord is sitting in the 8th house. Again, there is a problem on the career front. Lot of conspiracy. You will be sacked. Your colleagues will have a problem with you. Boss will not be happy with you. He will start putting pressure on you. Mental pressure will be very high, and it will be ensured that you will leave the job, resign the job, or you will be thrown out of the job, because 6th lord sitting in 8th house. 8th house is not a good house for career. 7th lord also sitting in the 8th house. Career in the business also will suffer. There will be some kind of a partnership issue if you are in the partnership firm. There will be some kind of a people will come and take money and not give back. So the debt will increase and people will be cheated in business. And even in the marriage front, there will be some kind of a issue in the marriage. Pre-marriage, on the marriage, post-marriage, everything suffers.
Coming to the health, again the health also is suffering. Long drawn diseases will not get cured easily. There is some kind of a operation which gets into, because the seventh house is having Mars and the eighth house having the Saturn. There is a strong indication on the operation front. Overall, there is a problem in terms of the money front, health front, career front, everything. There is a problem for Simha Lagna and Simha Rashi. What we can do for this? The only respite is Mercury. On a Wednesday, you have to wear a green color thread 3 rounds to nullify all this problem, because it's the second lord and the 11th lord sitting in the 7th house. This is the only planet which will save you. This is about Simha Lagna and Simha Rashi. The next Rashi and Lagna is Lagna and Rashi is Virgo, Kanya Rashi. The Kanya Rashi lord is sitting in the 6th house, which is giving you a fight with people. There is lot of litigation which will happen this year. Unknown enemies will attack you. Unknown enemies will put case on you. Unknown people will come and fight with you for no reason, because the Lord is sitting in the 6th house, and it is being with Mars and Rahu, where there is some kind of a problem which creates some kind of a scandals they'll put on you. So not a good time or year for Kanya Rashi. And coming to the education front, for the people who are in the education front, it is a very good time. Studies are very good. They excel very well, those who are students. Coming to the job front, the 6th lord sitting in the 7th house, there is good thing at the job. At the same time, the 6th lord has having Mars and Rahu. Again, there is a conspiracy at the job front. Though you might win because sitting in the Kendra 7th house, but there will be some kind of a setback at the career front. Coming to the business, 7th lord sitting in the 10th house, very beautiful profit you will be earning. And coming to the health part, the 6th lord sitting in the 7th house, health will be excellent. Any chronic disease, any medication which you are taking will become good for you, and any operation you go into, it will be very successful. Finally, the financial front which we see, the 2nd lord Venus, the 6th lord Saturn and the 11th lord Moon are sitting in the 7th house, which is a Kendra. So wearing a silk thread to your right hand on Friday will be more beneficial for the inflow of funds, and it will mitigate many problems what you might face for Kanya Rashi and Kanya Lagna. Let us go to Tula Lagna and Tula Rashi. The lord of this is Venus sitting in the 6th house. Again, there is a conflict here from female fraternity. You will have lot of problem from the fairer sex. So you should be very careful when you deal with them. And most importantly, you will lose lot of money because the Lagnadipati is sitting in the 6th house and in Meena Rashi. Though it is Ucha which we call, the spending will be very high. You lose money or you might spend more. Coming to the education prospect, the 4th lord is sitting in the 6th house, making the students not much interested in studies, bringing some kind of aggression, bringing some kind of addiction to them, and education is suffered. Coming to the job front, the 6th lord is sitting in the 9th house. There is a change in career, change in a company, or change in position. All are indicated for Tula Lagna and Tula Rashi. Coming to the business front, the 7th lord sitting in the 5th house, there is a setback for the business because 5th house is not at all good for business. There will be a setback in the business, debts increases, receivables increases, business shows prosperity, but the inflow of funds will be reduced. So a caution, you should be very careful for the business front. And coming to the marriage, there might be a possibility of love marriage or an interested marriage which is shown strongly here, and there will be little bit of friction during the marriage period. And coming to the health segment, health will be very good. Sixth lord sitting in the ninth house. Health is not a major concern. Coming to the finances, the second lord, which is Mars sitting in the fifth house, has a problem because fifth house is not good for finance. The sixth lord, which is Jupiter sitting in the ninth house, is not so powerful. Finally, the 11th lord, Sun sitting in the sixth house, will give some kind of a benefit. So what I suggest, wear a orange color thread on the right hand on a Sunday. This will give you little bit of a good prosperity and reduce the negative impact. This is about Tula Lagna and Tula Rashi. Let us check how is Vrishchika Lagna and Vrishchika Rashi. This Rashi Lord is sitting in the fourth house of a Kendra, which is very powerful. Those on Vrishchika Rashi and Vrishchika Lagna, they will plan to buy a new home or a new house or take a agriculture land or a farming land this year. It will be very, very favorable. And in the finance front, which I will be telling in the last, at the education front, the fourth lord sitting in the fifth house, it is a very good indication that students prosper in terms of educational pursuits. Sixth lord, which is Mars, sitting in the fourth house, will make the mind to look out for a job where it is hybrid or work from home. There is a strong indication that you might shift from the regular job to the hybrid or the work from home concept. And job will not be so enthusiastic because fourth house is not a good house for job. It will give you some kind of a dissatisfaction more at the company front. Coming to the business, the seventh lord sitting in the fifth house, business suffers here. Those who are in the Vrishchika Lagna, Vrishchika Rashi, getting into the business, ensure that your funds are not invested more. Coming to the marriage front, again there is some kind of a interested marriage or a love marriage or a selective marriage which happens, and definitely the Venus is the Karaka for marriage, and marriage is seen in the cards for Vrishchika Rashi, Vrishchika Lagna. Coming to the health segment, the sixth lord Mars is sitting in the fourth house, giving long-term ailments, which is little bit of a incurable nature. If you get affected with a disease, that doesn't cure immediately. It will take a longer period for curing. And on the finance front, the second lord is sitting in the eighth house, and the sixth lord, which is Mars, sitting in the fourth house, and the 11th lord, Mercury, sitting in the fourth house. The strongest point where I see is Mars. Wearing a red color thread will mitigate the negativity and increase positivity. On a Tuesday, if you wear a red color thread, it will be very prosperous. Let us go to the next. Dhanur Rashi, Dhanur Lagna. How is this new year? Lagnadipati or the Rashyadipati sitting in the seventh house, aspecting the Rashi itself, all round prosperity is seen. Coming to the education front, the fourth lord sitting in the seventh house, huge prosperity in the educational front. The sixth lord, which is Venus, sitting in the fourth house, again job front you will have a tension, but work from home, hybrid kind of a scenario will be very lucrative. Coming to the business, seventh lord sitting in the third house. Third house is the house of commission. Your commission gets increased in the business front. More inflow of money is seen. Coming to the marriage, the seventh lord sitting in the third house, there is some kind of an engagement which happens, and culmination or the conversion to the marriage is delayed, but engagement is very, very strongly indicated. Conversion to the marriage will take some time. Coming to the health sector segment, the sixth lord, which is Venus, sitting in the fourth house will give some kind of a long-term disease. Fourth house is the house of long-term disease, which is a lifestyle disease. So take care of your lifestyle so that the disease will not affect you. And most importantly, the finance. Second lord, which is Saturn sitting in the fourth house, sixth lord Venus sitting in the fourth house, and 11th lord Venus sitting in the fourth house. Venus, where I am looking, is very powerful for Dhanur Rashi and Dhanur Lagna to have to wear a silk thread on a Friday to achieve prosperity. Coming to the Makara Lagna and Makara Rashi. So how is the New Year, the Hindu New Year for Makara Rashi and Makara Lagna? The Rashyadipati is sitting in the third house, which shows lot of effort you have to put. This year is completely effort. Let us look at the result with different Rashis and different planetary positions. Coming to the education, the fourth lord is sitting in the second house. On the education front, it will be good. Coming to the job front, the sixth lord, which is Mercury, is sitting in the second house. It will bring in lot of money, incremental money, promotions, and increase of salary on the job front. Especially those who are in the job sector will definitely prosper. Coming to the seventh house, which is for the business, Moon sitting in the third house will bring in more commissions, more effort, and more commissions with effort. And coming to the marriage front, the seventh lord sitting in the third house, there will be a lot of talks which are going on for the marriage, but marriage will not complete into tying the nuptial thread. That is where some problem is there, because the sixth lord is also sitting there with him, and he'll have a little bit of a push-pull concept there. So for that, I'll just give a remedy later. And coming to the health, the sixth lord Mercury is sitting in the second house. So food habits should be controlled. The food habits should be controlled. Lifestyle disease on the food habits is seen strongly. Coming to the total finances, second lord is sitting in the third house, effort is more. Sixth lord sitting in the second house, and the 11th lord Mars also sitting in the 11th house. So a strong suggestion is wear a red color thread, even for the health, even for the marriage prospects. A red color thread will give you prosperity and negate the problematic things. So red thread on a Tuesday, 3 rounds can be worn, and it will be very positive to you. So coming to the Kumbha Lagna and Kumbha Rashi. The Lagnadipati or the Rashyadipati sitting in the second house, the entire mind goes to earning money, creating wealth, creating on the speech, creating more of a family. On the education front, the fourth lord, which is Venus sitting in the second house, will bring more and more educational pursuits, and education will be very good. The sixth lord, which is again Moon, sitting in the second house, will give good inflow of money this year in terms of job. The seventh lord, which is on the business front, is again sitting in the second house. Those who are into business also will have huge money this year, and they can see some kind of a surge in their wealth. And coming to the marriage front, the seventh lord Sun is sitting in the second house. Very good royal marriage will happen, and there is some kind of a celebration in the home. On the second front is the house of family, seventh house is the house of marriage, and there is celebration, some kind of a marriage scenario in the house of Kumbha Rashi and Kumbha Lagna. Coming to the health aspect, the sixth lord sitting in the second house, again the lifestyle disease, meditation helps, headaches will be more, or some kind of a cold, or some kind of a asthmatic condition, or a pneumonia kind of a conditions, because moon represents the water, will be very high. So that has to be addressed and taken care. Coming to the overall income and wealth, the second lord is sitting in fifth house. Finances has to be taken care. That means the outflow should be taken care. Fifth house is not a good house for savings. All the money which will be saved should not be spent without thinking. It should be spent wisely. Coming to the sixth house, sitting in the second house, moon is very powerful, and the 11th lord Jupiter, which is again sitting in the fifth house, is not conducive for saving of money. The strongest planet
will be moon sitting in the second house, wearing a white color thread to right hand on a Monday will be very favorable for Kumbha Lagna or Kumbha Rashi. Let us come to the Meena Rashi and Meena Lagna. The Lagnadipati is sitting in the fourth house, which is a Kendra, and it will give good prospect, especially in terms of building a home, building a business, or buying agricultural land, farming, and there is prosperity through land. Fourth Lord sitting in the 12th house, there is a little bit of a setback in the educational front. Those who are studying, because the fourth Lord sitting in the 12th house will not be conducive for a good education. Those people who are going abroad for higher studies will only have a good news. Coming to the sixth house, the sixth Lord sitting in the Lagna, which is the Sun, good prosperity will be there in the job front. You will ensure that your enemies will have a problem in terms of your growth. Your growth will be exponential because the Sun is the Karaka for the job and career, the Karma Karaka and the main planet sitting in the Lagna and making your life better so that you will dissipate all these enemies. Coming to the seventh house, seventh Lord sitting in the 12th house, be careful in investment in business. Reduce, if you are already in business, reduce your investment. If you are venturing for a new business, think twice before you invest because the seventh Lord sitting in the 12th house will not be conducive for a good business. Coming to the marriage, seventh Lord in the 12th house, there will be breakups, there will be some kind of a talks on the marriage and that will not get fructified. Coming to the health segment, the sixth Lord, which is the Sun sitting in the Lagna, will have a little bit of acidity and headache that can be taken care. Drinking a lot of water will help. And coming to the finances, second Lord Mars is sitting in the 12th house. You should be very careful in terms of expenses. Sixth Lord Sun sitting in the Lagna, which will give you some kind of insight to make money. And the 11th Lord sitting in Lagna, which is Saturn, also the 12th Lord. Saturn only will save you. Tying a black color thread on a Saturday will ensure good prosperity and reduce the issues what you might face.
So Guruji, thank you so much. I think every viewer who's going to watch this will understand one thing. The way you portray the negative side and the solution that you give, just tying a thread. Usually, even I am wearing something now based on gemology somebody has given me, but you are talking about a simple remedy, which is a thread which everybody can afford.
So how it works, a doctor sees the pulse here.
Yes.
The doctor sees the pulse here. And this by this pulse only we can know. Even in Ayurveda, we can check the three doshas.
Nadis, yeah.
Nadi, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. So this will be the important portion. When we wear a thread, this nerve will support the medulla oblongata in the nerves, and this acts as a remedy. A very simple remedy.
I think every viewer should meet you in person. That's what I would suggest the viewers. I have never seen a more simpler solution to understand what your Rashi Phala is for the year, and such a simple solution. I think Guruji, you coming here and talking about how the new year is going to be for all the Rashis is wonderful, and I'm sure a lot of people would want to learn from you. So what is the best way to reach you so that they can become your student, learn and make their surroundings better? So how?
Definitely, we have given the number and the link here.
Yeah.
And I teach astrology in 15 days. And more than 65,000 students worldwide have learnt astrology. So people who can join and want to know their life better and want to make their life still better, astrology is a way of life, what I can say. Though the fate of a person cannot be changed, you can just check how far they are suffering and is there a change, what is the alternative they can plan. So astrology works as a personality development for an individual, and astrology should be seen in this way rather than the traditional methodology where we say that there are some doshams in it, you have to do some pujas. I am not completely into pujas because when there are certain areas where the fate cannot be changed in certain areas, even the pujas fail there.
So puja is not always the solution. The solution is to check, wait and see. Then the solution is there.
Wonderful. I think viewers, this is an enlightening session, I would say, for me, and all of you who are going to watch this or who are watching this. It's very enlightening because such learned people like Guruji talking about the simple solutions to make your life better is wonderful. And I once again, on behalf of SumanTV Kannada, I thank Guruji. Thank you very much. And I hope every year we see you here giving the directions and the solutions to the problems that are going to be faced because of the Rashi, the doshas in the Rashis. So thank you so much. And on behalf of Suman TV Kannada,
Thank you very much and Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu.